Hello, everyone. This is John Burns in Charleston, South Carolina. I just want to do a quick training overview of the new flip chart developed by Laura, Dominic, Anthony, and Liana Pacini. Looking at your screen, you'll see America's Best Kept Secret. That is basically a takeaway from the topic of, or the theme of the video. This is my business, which is featured with Sizzle Produced, which we have featured also in the Sizzle Wave 4 platform. I just want to take a few minutes to go through the flip chart. I would recommend that you download it from the team page, either Sizzle Wave 4 or Sizzle Stars or Run with Laura or DW's page. Download it and forward it over to Office Max or Office Depot. Have it printed up on 8x10 glossy cardstock. There are 18 pages, and you can go ahead and put them in some beautiful transparent document protectors, and then put them in a three-ring portfolio of your choice, something that you feel comfortable, something that fits your style. And this is a flip chart that's really, it's geared towards, conversational marketing. So if you've met someone on the telephone, you've had a good conversation, they've agreed to meet you for 20 minutes or so over coffee somewhere, or in a Panera Bread or something like that, or Shonay's or Denny's, something like that, or your local town diner. And it's a good conversational piece, and it just keeps it flowing, it keeps it light, it keeps it easy. And as we go through it, I'm just going to give you some ideas. I would recommend once you print it up and once you have it set up in your own portfolio, practice it a couple times, 3 or 4 or 5, 10 times by yourself, and just put your own personality into the presentation. And I think it'll work for everybody. This is probably the prettiest, the beautifulest flip chart I've ever seen in 30 years. I really got to give Liana, all the credit. She did a fantastic job. And I think it'll really help you in your efforts. And, just to give you a little background on why I'm so jacked up and why I'm so excited, in my previous Wave 3 company, when my sponsor came over, he brought over a box of products. He pulled out all the products, told me all about the product. And then he showed me this 3-inch binder career manual they had. And he didn't really give me any kind of presentation. He was just talking about the company, and he tried to reference the compensation plan that was in the technical manual, and I'm like, really? So anyway, we came out with a flip chart, and we came up with a prototype 1.0, and then we went to 2.0. And we actually had to use company brochures to talk about the product, so to speak. And then the flip chart we had was very simple. It wasn't as artistic as this one. I mean, it was rough. It was in the raw, really. But, we were able to market those presentation binders at cost, at $99 a pop, at cost, okay, to over 100 people down I-95, pretty much from Charleston down to Miami, and then down I-75 down to Fort Myers. And because we did that, we had everybody flipping the pages and turning and sharing, and we helped develop a team that produced $800,000 worth of volume per month, and it did it for over 15 years. With the product line, it was okay. It was okay at its time. It was okay, but it nowhere compared to the product line that we have with Sizzle, and nor did its comp plan. Okay, did not compare to Sizzle. So just by sharing a story and sharing a flip chart and just sitting down with somebody and having an easy conversation with somebody, and as I go through the pages, some of these pages I'll be able to fly through because they're pretty self-evident, and I'll slow down on the comp plan pages just to show you what we're trying to get across to everybody. So with that, here we go. This is page 1, Take Back Your Health, Your Wealth, and Your Life with America's Best Kept Secret. And this has never been done before. Never before has anyone combined a comp plan with the product line, with a team, with a corporate leadership. No one has ever done this before. Sizzle's the first and only Wave 4 company on the planet. and who's going to be the second, I don't know, and who cares, okay? So really, we start off the conversation. Imagine you're having, a cup of coffee with someone at Panera Bread or something. And you just look over and go, hey, how's life treating you, Bill? And just let Bill talk for about 5 minutes. And let him be part of the conversation. It's like Dan's always saying, don't be in presentation mode, be in conversation mode. And that's exactly what this chart's designed to help you do. And then, we simply share, the three major concerns for most of us are our health, our time, and our lifestyle. Let's talk about our health for a minute. What's happening to our health? People are getting sick today and dealing with illnesses that we never heard of as kids before. Our kids are getting sicker. We're getting sicker. Our parents are getting sicker. What's happening? And we really feel that what's happening is it's all the toxins in our environment, everything from our home to, everywhere we go, all the toxins and deadly ingredients and various different products that we use. And I often say to them, and I say to them pretty much every time, hey, when you go home, go into your bathroom and look at the black of your tube of toothpaste and see if there's a warning label on it. And there's a 99.9% chance there probably is. And when they go home after they just had coffee with you, they sat down and shared with you, they go home and open up that cabinet and they look at that toothpaste that says, warning, contact poison control if you swallow it. They're going to say, you know what? They were absolutely right. Becky was right. Elsie was right. Annie was right. DW was right. Okay? We talk about our time, and where does all of our time go? When, you think about it, most of our time we're slaves to the clock. We're working. In the old days, we were doing 40-hour work week. People are working 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. They go to work on Saturdays just to prove to their boss that they love their job, okay? I mean, by the time it's all said and done, we've invested 93,600 hours at work away from our wife and our kids or our husband and our kids. The people we love, okay? And we do it. And 20 years ago, when people had a heck of a chance, a one chance of retiring with dignity and getting a gold watch, 29 died trying to get to 65. 3 were still working at 65. 63 out of 100 today are living below the poverty level. 4 are going to retire comfortably, and 1 is going to be wealthy. I mean, the odds are 5 out of 100. 95 people ain't really going to make it. I mean, who wants to do that plan, okay? So we definitely have an alternative which really leads to lifestyle. It's like when we were in high school, and we were getting ready to get out of high school, and some of us, went to work on the family business, on the family farm. Some of us went to college. A lot of us went to boot camp, okay? But when we were in high school, when I grow up, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn how to do that. And then we get a wife or a husband and a family, and the next thing you know, we're working to pay the bills, and it's Monday to Friday, rush hour traffic back and forth, and then we're living for the weekend, okay? And slowly but surely, all those crazy ideas that we had of what we were going to do when we grew up, they just kind of go on the back burner, and then we just kind of forget about them. And, it's like this. When I was 6 years old, my grandpa was a retired railroader, and he had a Green Railroad retirement card. And he used to take me places on a train like Baltimore. He showed me the Liberty Bell, take me down to Atlantic City. And I asked him one day, I said, hey, Grandpa, when are we going back to Atlantic City? He goes, well, John, it's like this. When we got the time, we don't have the money. When we got the money, we don't have the time. And right there, at 6 years old, I got my first lesson in network marketing. Having a great lifestyle is about having time and money together. I mean, there are a lot of people that make a lot of money out there. It's not like there aren't. There are. There are some that do. But if you're making all this money, but you ain't got the time to enjoy it, what's the point? And yet, if you got all this time, but you ain't got no money, what's the point? So really, the point is having time and money together, and that's what we're offering people with Sizzle International, okay? Better health, more time, and a better lifestyle. And if you think about it, if you're working at JOB, everybody pretty much deals with every one of these issues on the screen right now. Everything from medical bills to credit card debt to loans, car repairs, your mortgage, rising living costs. I mean, I realize gas prices are going through the basement right now, But I promise you it's not going to stay that way, okay? And as soon as they go below $1 on the East Coast, I bet you bottom dollars you're going to hear all kind of politicians talk about, hey, we can raise taxes on gas now. And then 6 months later, gas will be $8 a gallon because of the tax, okay? But we all have to deal with all these things, okay? And we can't get away with it. They're just facts of life. But here's the deal. If you can find a way to supplement your income and make a great part-time income, you can start putting some of these things, taking care of these things to where you're not thinking about it. It's like some person one time said to me, money, 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 all you people do is talk about money. I can tell you what, people that have money don't think about money. The people that think about the money are people that don't have it. Where am I going to get the money for this? Where am I going to get the money for that? Where am I going to get the money for something? Where am I going to get the money for little Joey's braces? Where am I going to get the money for this? Where am I going to get the money for karate class? Where am I going to get the money for this? People that worry about money are people that don't have it. And here with Sizzle International, working from home 5 to 10 hours a week part-time, we're showing people how they can create a beautiful lifestyle, okay? So why Sizzle and why now? 2 major questions, okay? Well, one, Sizzle's got a proven track record. The ownership has a history. They got over 30 years of corporate experience. They've built a billion-dollar company before they know what they're doing. The company's financially stable and it's debt-free. It's held in a dynasty trust, okay? We actually manufacture all of our products. We don't have to worry about mystery ingredients like, what's in the box of a Cracker Jack, okay? We don't have to worry about that. We know that all of our products are the best in the world, and we have the end-to-end control, and we can trust Tom, and we know that the products are going to do what Tom says they're going to do. As far as product segment and market, we operate in 6 different product divisions right now, and we pretty much got everything covered. And my faith in Tom is, if Tom don't make it, we probably don't need it. And if we do need it, Tom's got it on our list of things to do. Okay? Return on investment. And with Sizzle, it's where the money is really, I don't even like the word investment because sometimes that can get you in a little bit of trouble with regulators. But in this case, when I say investment, I'm talking about investing your time. And the beautiful thing about investing your time with Sizzle is you know that you can build a business over the next 2 to 5 years. And I'm being straight with you, okay? If anybody tells you you're going to get this done in 90 days, they're lying to you. This is a 2 to 5 year proposition. Now, if you're really sharp and you know it all and you're beautiful, you'll probably get it done in 2 years. And if you're anything like me, it might take you 5, 6, or 7, okay? But it takes time for human beings to grow and develop and do professional and personal development and learn the skill sets and get the skill sets down and develop the assets, and assets are your names list, develop the names on your list, in order for you to build a long-lasting, stable, and profitable organization. This isn't get rich quick, it's get rich permanent. If you're willing to invest your time, learn what you need to learn, go to the events, plug into the calls, do what you got to do, hang out. It's like Mom always said, show me who you hang out with and I'll tell you who you are. Okay, so by hanging out with everybody at Sizzle, all the leaders at Sizzle and doing what we got to do, we're going to get to where we want to be. Why now? Because the timing's absolutely perfect. We're in the sweet spot. Tom says it all the time. We're in between 1 million and 5 million a month. And once we hit 5 million a month, we're going to explode all over North America. And because we're global and because we're seamless, as we explode in the United States and North America, we'll be exploding all over the world. Okay? And this is our mission. And you can talk about the 30 years of research in science and development with Tom and Tom Jr. And our mission's goal is to educate, inform, and empower people so they can make better choices about the products they use, about their health, and maybe if they decide to accept the mission, so to speak, their wealth as well. Okay? And it's like Tom always says, it's just not about what's in our products, but it's about what's not in them. Okay? And, I love this slide because of this line right here. We're going to simply switch brands. We're not doing anything different than we're doing right now. And Sizzle Safe is not a slogan, it's a problem. And, that just kicks me in the head like 8 times every time I read it. And here's Supernaturals, where it all starts. $150 million facility, 440,000 square feet, state-of-the-art, debt-free, family-owned. We're in a dynasty trust for the next 250 years. All of our products are certified organic. And our facility and our policies and procedures are certified GMP. And we also have been certified by the National Safety Foundation. We're talking about our compensation plan. You know what? I don't get into all the details. I just do a quick highlight. Hey, we got daily pay, we got monthly pay, we got some great perks, and we pay daily commissions on retail customers. And we got some beautiful perks like luxury auto bonuses, global bonus polls, check matching. We just introduced a party overview, massive dynamic compression, no blocking, no cancel, no limit. And we pay daily, we pay monthly. And then I just read them Tom's quote. And Tom said, I believe that binary compensation plans are cash cows for big leaders in the company. And lots of people aren't making any money in that model. It's like Robin Hood in reverse. Our model highly rewards both the new distributor and the seasoned veteran. And the beautiful thing about that, if you just keep it simple, we pay daily, we pay monthly. And for the last 15 years, binaries pretty much dominated the network marketing industry. There are a couple of companies coming out now that are going back to year levels, but for the last 15 years, binaries have been it. So, you're certainly going to get their attention. And here, we simply show, 98% of the people come into this business come in on a part-time basis. That's just the way it is, okay? Yeah, a couple of people come in full-time, but most people come in part-time. So if they're working 40, 50 hours a week, plus they're trying to take care of the family, and baseball and softball and football and Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and whatever else they got going on, plus they're going to be, working 5 hours a week, 5 to 10 hours a week, trying to put some time into building their business. 3 teams and really helping their people are pretty much all they can handle right now when they're first getting started. Okay? So we show 3 people getting 3 people, who get 3 people, who get 3 people. That's a team of 120 people. And we're showing in this first slide, this first example, 150 points. Why 150 points? Real simple. 50 points, you're pretty much bathroom qualified. Another 50 points, you're drinking the best coffee made by me. Another 50 points, you're taking brain vitality, or you're using some skincare, or you're doing something else in the bathroom, maybe your eyelashes. I personally like all my lipstick secondhand. You'll get that on the way home. Okay? But 150 points is pretty much the standard of what this industry's been doing for the last 30 years, between 100 and 150 points. Okay? And when they're making a pancake, you get these commissions pancake, at the end of the month, when they start making $500, $1,000, heck, when they add the global or the car bonus to $300 because they're 2-star, they're making $2,000 a month right here. $2,000 a month. They got the convention ticket, they booked the row, and they've got it all taken care of. They got their auto ship covered, and they're making their car payment. In fact, Zizzle's making the car payment. They're probably paying off their bills and getting out of debt. At this point, they might go from 150 points, and they might just bump it up to 250 points. And when they do, look what happens to their income. They're going from $2,000 to about $3,500. And I'm talking 12 to 18 months. Okay? I mean, if level 1, if it took you a whole quarter to find 3 people, and by the end of the second quarter, it took you a whole second quarter to get a total of 12, your second level, you got 9, that's 3 plus 9, that's 12 people. In the third quarter, you added 27 because you helped everybody get 3 people. If it took you a whole year to put 120 people in a group to make $2,000 to $3,500, hey, let me tell you something. You are way above the curve in this industry in network marketing. Do you know that 96% of the people in network marketing never cover their auto ship? So, we're not talking about, showing people minimums here. We're just trying to keep it realistic. Because, before you make $10,000 a month in this industry, you got to figure out how to make 5. And before then, you got to figure out how to make 1 or 2. And before then, you got to learn how to make $500. So let's keep it real, because people appreciate it when you keep it real. Don't talk about 10 grand, 50 grand a month. They don't want to hear that crap. They heard that crap in the last 3 companies they were in. So I'm getting off topic. I'm getting a little passionate. Anyway, this is our high-touch approach. National events, daily conference calls. Dan helps us out 6 days a week. Weekly webinars with Fabian, team meetings, sold and trade. And this is the bottom line. Ms. Laura Puccini is quoted as saying, you know, if you treat your network marketing business like a real business, it'll pay you like a real business. So when I get to the last page, I just say, hey, may I make a suggestion? Why don't we secure a position on our team? Try some of these products that I was sharing with you, Pod. And even if they want to come in as a customer at this point, it's okay. It's okay if they want to be a customer and then upgrade next week or 2 weeks from now to a distributor. It's okay to do that, you know. And then when they make the decision to go ahead and spend their $44.95 and get their bottle of Compass 360, or they decided to go ahead and get their Sizzle Safe Kit and go down and do the Sizzle Live approach, whatever approach it take it really doesn't matter as long as they're doing something to help them get ahead. And then go to work to help them. And, you know, I'm going to wrap it up with this. We're really back to Zig Ziglar. Help enough people get what they want, and you'll get what you want. This is John Burns in Charleston, South Carolina, saying thank you very much for paying attention, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone at the convention. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.